Howdy folks, welcome back. Today we're out here on the range once again and we're doing another testing here with the 45 Colt in the Freedom Arms 454 Casull Model 83 field grade stainless 10-inch silly barrel here. Anyways, once again, 45 Colt here. Then we have a 250 grain round flat nose from Brazos bullets. We're going to be testing that with some Shooter's World heavy pistol and CCI large pistol primers and some Jageman 45 Colt head stamp brass. So I've only got 10 of these loaded up. We'll just run one over the chronograph real quick and then we'll just play around on the steel here and have some fun. Real quick, if you like this sort of content, head on over to wroundreloading.com to find all my other channels and affiliate links, promo codes, all that good stuff. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment, and let's get on with it. I guess I should actually show you the ammo before we shoot it all, but there's the 250 grain round flat from Brazos with our nickel plated Jag head stamp brass there. And then a nice medium charge of the Shooter's World heavy pistol powder. A lot of us have been talking in the comments about its consistency or lack thereof. So I've got 10 shots loaded up. I'm not going to be running all of them over the chronograph, but I just want to see maybe 2 or 3 of them and see what it thinks about this load here with this bullet in this cartridge. Alright, we've got one loaded up. We're going to run it over the chronograph, see how quick we're moving. I might do 2 or 3 and get an average, but let's see here. Okay, that first one is 1167, and it looks like I'm able to aim at that MGM popper there. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 more, and we'll just get an average while we're hitting the steel there. So first impressions here, still at a pretty low pressure. We had some unburnt soot going down the side of the case because it was unable to fully obturate to the cylinder. And we do have some unburnt granules of powder in there. So not quite max pressure yet here, but just under 1200 feet per second with a 250 grain bullet. That's pretty good. Anyways, let's try 2 or 3 more and get an average and see how they look here. $11.44. And $11.61. And we just missed over the top of the target there, but trying to not shoot the chronograph here. That's the main goal. Anyways, let's check out our average here. We had a high of 1167. Our low was 1144. 3-shot average of 1157. Our extreme spread was 23 feet per second. And we had a standard deviation of 9. Wow, that's actually probably some of the best deviations I've seen with this powder before. But we were at a pretty good case fill, and it is one of these large straight wall cartridges, so maybe that's what this powder likes. Not sure, but we do have a little bit of room to move up to help maybe seal out that case to the cylinder a little better. But again, we're just here playing today, testing this out, get an initial review, and so we got a few more. Let's just hit some steel and see what goes on from there. Once again, a little bit of soot on our cases. It seems like we're pretty close to where we need to be with this case fill. And once again, though, some unburnt powder in there. So we're not quite there. And inside the cylinder here, you can see some of this powder that fell out when we went to clear out our shells. So definitely not the cleanest burn, but we might be able to bump it up a grain. I think we have that much room to move up. We shall see. Alright, I've just got 2 loaded up. We're going to hit the steel here. How about we try and hit this Grizzly Targets IPSC real quick. I'm really bad at this. The biggest target on the range, and we just totally airballed it. Okay, that second one actually felt like a good hold, so that's Maybe I'm just really bad today, but I only have 5 more shots and I want to hear some of that steel go ting. So let's put on our game face here. Let's try again, pull it together. So I was hitting high over that little popper at the beginning, so maybe I'll just aim a little bit lower here and we might be able to hit the stinking torso. That's as big as me. Kind of embarrassing, really. We found a reasonable charge of powder that seems to be somewhat consistent burning, but it doesn't matter if you can't point it where it needs to go. See, I didn't think I was aiming that low, but I guess I was. And let's try that little grizzly target C-zone now. These are packing quite a punch. 250 grains going, what was it, 1160. There's got to be some energy in there somewhere. When I'm actually able to hit the steel, it actually makes them ring pretty good like. And when I hit the popper earlier, that threw that sucker down. So there's quite a bit of energy in these rounds. That's pretty cool, man. Anyways, let's try the MGM hexagon in the back. All right, 1 shot left. Alrighty. Okay, folks, well, that was a lot of fun there once I learned how to hold the stinking gun. They were going right exactly where I'm pointing it, so that's pretty cool. Seems like they're pretty consistent burning with this powder that is historically very inconsistent. So we can still load up a bit higher and see how that works for us, to see if we can seal that case off and get a full clean burn. Because if we look at our cases, we still have a lot of unburnt powder in there, which indicates that we're not actually hitting that peak pressure and not getting a full burn. So maybe just a couple tenths more powder might get us there, and our cases will be much cleaner. And that might even bring our deviation down even further, which is going to be hard because we're already in single digits with our 3-group average, 3-shot average. I know that's not a lot of data, but better than none. Anyways, guys, if you like this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Go check out dummyroundreloading.com for all my other socials and affiliate links and promo codes and all that fun stuff. You can check out Brazos projectiles on there as well. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good one.